Look closely at this fleet. This isn't a navy, it's not a commercial convoy. It is a flotilla of over 50 civilian vessels carrying doctors, veterans, parliamentarians, and activists like Greta Thunberg. Their destination, Gaza. Their mission, not just to deliver a symbolic amount of aid, but to stare down an 18-year-old naval blockade and, they hope, change history. The stakes could not be higher. To understand this moment, you have to rewind. Since 2007, the Gaza Strip has been under a tight Israeli naval blockade. Israel says it's essential to prevent Hamas from importing weapons. Critics call it a form of collective punishment against 2 million people. Time and again, activists have tried to breach it, and time and again, they've been stopped. The most tragic attempt was the 2010 Freedom Flotilla. Israeli commandos intercepted the main ship, the Mavi Marmara, in international waters. The confrontation turned lethal. 10 activists were killed. The incident ignited a firestorm of global condemnation. The message was clear: stay away from Gaza's shores. Fast forward to today.
The global Sumud Flotilla is currently sailing in the international waters after meeting with several ships from Tunisia, heading to meet more participating ships from Italy and then Greece.
With Gaza facing catastrophic famine and its humanitarian crisis deeper than ever, this new effort, the global Sumud Flotilla, is the largest ever assembled. Sumud, by the way, is Arabic for steadfast perseverance. This isn't just about a few boats, it's an unprecedented display of international solidarity. They set sail from across the Mediterranean, their goal to challenge the blockade head-on. Israel's response, predictable and already underway. The flotilla activists report being targeted by drones and electronic jamming far from Gaza's coast, with explosions and unidentified objects dropped near their vessels. The psychological operations have begun, but the stakes are so high that their mission has already caused a major diplomatic ripple. In an extraordinary move, both Spain and Italy have dispatched naval ships to the area, not to join the blockade, but to ensure the safety of their citizens on board the civilian vessels. The world is now watching a humanitarian convoy with official naval escorts, a direct confrontation looming at sea. So, what happens next? The flotilla has flatly rejected Israel's proposal to dock their aid at the Israeli port of Ashkelon for inspection. For the activists, that would be an admission that the blockade is legitimate, a surrender of their central mission. Israel has made its own position equally clear: the flotilla will not reach Gaza. The widely anticipated scenario is an interception in international or disputed waters, likely led by the Shayatet 13 naval commandos. The goals will be clear: 1. Board and disable the ships. 2. Arrest and detain all activists. 3. Seize the vessels and tow them to an Israeli port. 4. Deport the participants. The activists, who have trained in nonviolent resistance, hope their sheer numbers and the presence of high-profile figures will deter excessive force. But the danger is imminent. This mission is a tightrope walk over a powder keg, and several things could go terribly wrong. The trauma of the Mavi Marmara is the ghost on the water. A violent interception, whether by design or accident, could lead to injury or death. The activists know this, and they are putting their bodies on the line to force the world to pay attention. Any severe incident involving the citizens or ships of nations like Italy, Spain, or the other dozens represented could trigger a major international crisis, potentially leading to immediate recalls of ambassadors and the breakdown of already frayed diplomatic ties. If the flotilla is stopped, detained, and deported, the physical aid will be redirected, and the immediate goal to break the siege will fail. However, for the activists, the true goal is already being achieved, forcing the world's attention to the severity of the humanitarian crisis and the controversy of the naval blockade itself. As these boats sail toward the blockade line, they are not just carrying flour and medicine, they are carrying a message of defiance against political inertia. In a conflict zone where the world has often felt powerless, they are a powerful, moving spectacle of human will. We are on the verge of a moment that could define international action or inaction in this conflict. Will this unprecedented convoy reach its destination, or will it be another tragic footnote in the history of Gaza? Keep watching. The world is holding its breath. What do you think will happen when this flotilla meets the blockade? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more deep dive analyses on the stories that matter most.